Hello, welcome back to Podcast versus Player. Callum, hello.
Hello, I'm here.
Yep, and are you ready to be convinced?
I'm always ready to be convinced. Are you ready to be the convincinator?
Maybe.
We'll see how it goes.
I like this one a lot, so I hope you do like it, and you'll shatter my dreams and my heart if you don't. So just bear that in mind, alright?
Tall shoulders.
Yeah. Here we go.
Timberborn.
Timberborn. Now, Callum,
Fuck is this?
this is a game that I saw on. I think it might even still be in early access. But I saw this about a year or two ago, maybe. I think I'm pretty sure I got it as it came out, and it's a game about beavers. It's all about beavers.
I'm pretty in.
So it's a city builder in in the vein of your city skylines. Well, maybe not that complicated, but it's instead of it being people running around, it's beavers.
So you're building stuff out of wood.
Pretty much. I mean, unless you're the there's another tribe. So there's standard beavers which cut down all your trees, and there's some other guys that are a bit more technical, like the Iron Tails. Or
Are they humans?
No. I think this is supposed to be some sort of post-apocalyptic world as well, because there's like big blocks of like skyscraper that are just all like broken down. So these are like highly evolved beavers.
The world's gone to shit, but the beavers survived.
Of all the animals, it's the beavers that have survived.
Beavers are cool.
Beavers are cool. And these are big old beavers as well. They're pretty big beavers. So, this is Timberborn. So this is all based around a water source. So obviously we've got a river that's coming all the way down here.
What's the red stuff?
That is something it's something fairly new on like one of the new additions. It's like contaminated water. So the water source is up here in one of these things.
So that's bad.
Yes. Oh, there you go. So why do we have to clear up the humans' mess? All right, because they're all dead. Very funny. So, in essence, what we're doing is we're just building a community. A delicious... Not delicious.
Delicious community.
I don't know. Maybe beavers are delicious. I genuinely don't know.
People must eat beavers.
I don't know. I mean, they're a bit of a fucking nightmare to the environment. Like just cutting down trees and blocking up rivers and stuff like that. So I imagine people would kill them out of spite, but I don't know if they hunt them for food necessarily.
But I don't think we'll find out in this.
No, definitely not. This isn't a beaver hunting game. This is a beaver community growing game. Callum is what it is. So you start off with the river that comes through, and this is my newest kind of game. So it's still not hugely progressed so far, but as with any beaver colony, trees are kind of like your biggest source of everything, really. So whilst you've got like a standard amount of trees that are just sort of just plopped around in the environment, so like these ones over here, for example, ultimately you want to get to a point where you're growing your own trees. But it takes a while because, do you know what, Callum? Trees take a while to grow. I don't know if you knew that, but that's the situation that we're in.
Is that why Erasto died of old age?
Who?
It says at the bottom left, day 5 to 11, Erasto died of old age.
Oh no, that would just be a beaver that's died of old age because beavers still die. They're not immortal.
Yeah, waiting for a tree to grow.
Oh no,
that's what I meant.
I don't know if he was on. I don't know if he was on tree duty anyway. But there's no real end game, so far as I know, other than just building a thriving community, like a self-sustaining community. So let me talk you through to what we've got going on here. So over here, that's on 2 separate levels. So you can see there's a little platform that's like separating them out. So these are all houses. So more houses, more room, more beavers, more breeding.
Did they get busy?
Yeah, absolutely they do. Very frisky beavers are.
Chunking dude carrying that fucking log.
Oh yeah, I tell you, man, these things are absolutely fucking shredded. Look at the size of him.
He's a beast, that guy is.
Yeah, look, and that guy's sprinting down there with some planks on his back. They don't fuck around, these beavers. So we've got a residential district, if you want to think of it like that. On the roof, there's a little camping. You see this guy just chilling out?
Yeah, he's in a little.
Yeah, they just
deck chair, but it's
It basically is. It's like a little garden chair,
like
isn't
bones.
the skulls of their enemies, maybe. So we've got that. We've got a contemplation spot, because as with all intelligent animals, they need a place to meditate. We've got a medical bed, because they will still get injured. Storage section. This is where the forester lives. So the forester, he basically, as soon as the tree's been cut down, he'll run out and plant out a new one.
I was going to say, why is that one blue? But it's because it was highlighted.
Yeah. So if you select the building, it selects the beaver that's associated to that beaver building as well.
Can they get rabies?
No, because that's ridiculous. This is supposed to be a nice, relaxing game. There's no attacks. There's no rabies. So the Tapper Shack here. So this dude, what he does is, you see on these pine trees, there's like all the sort of green sap. Exactly right. They'll go off and they'll take the sap basically, and they turn it into. I don't know. It's just like.
Can they make stuff into that?
Yeah, I think so. It's like in Stardew where you can get like a tapper thing that you put on a tree, and then you get maple syrup and all that kind of stuff. It's the same kind of principle basically.
It's a real thing as well, isn't it?
What, like tapping trees? Yeah, absolutely it is. That's how you get rubber and stuff. Yeah.
Do you know how I knew that that's how you can get maple syrup that way?
Well,
fucking Riverdale.
Really?
Yeah.
Which is kind of on topic as well, considering there's a big old river it's going through this as well.
Yeah, and there's probably a beaver called Dale.
Yeah, or River Tail, because beaver tails. I don't know. So we've got a big foresty area that we've cultivated. Now, what you can do is you can actually set areas. So, like, I want all of these trees to grow. So, like, you see, like, there's this big block here, but because the trees, depending on the type of tree, some of them grow quicker, but don't give as much wood as someone like a big oak, say. So you can just basically specify specific areas that you want things to grow in and things that you don't. So, like, they'll cut everything down in this section, but then, because I haven't highlighted anything over here, it gives a chance for all of that to grow. So, because I've still got, I was going to say plenty of wood. I definitely haven't, because there's no logs anywhere. But I think it's because I'm still building stuff at the moment. So as with, we're obviously big into the farming sims at the moment. We've got potatoes that are kind of ready to go. We've got some carrots over here, and then we've got some wheat down here as well. And what do you do with the wheat?
You harvest it.
Yep, obviously.
You can turn that into stuff.
Exactly. So then we've got a grill section over here where we can grill. So there's different recipes, so potatoes and chestnuts and that sort of stuff. But there is somewhere a mill, I think. Somewhere. Maybe.
Do you know beavers' front teeth don't stop growing?
Yeah, that's why they have to keep on eating trees and stuff. Yeah. And do you know what? That's actually part of this game as well, because do you know what this is?
Dentist. Oh, grindstone.
A teeth grindstone. So if their teeth are too big, they come over here and they just sort of shred them down a bit on the old grindstone, which I thought was quite a nice little touch.
You could probably do that in real life. Having them littered
probably
around beaver areas.
Like, like in the forest or whatever, where they put up like a big round thing around a tree that bears can scratch themselves up.
Yeah.
Something like that. It's like a big grindstone that they can just chew in.
It's just got like a foot pedal or something.
That might be a bit. You're stepping outside the realms of possibility now, I think. But with any of these sort of games, so we're getting logs from the trees, and then you take them to a lumber mill where it turns them into planks, and then the planks you can turn into gears where you can make more complicated stuff and machinery and stuff. So obviously these need power. So we've got these water wheels. So the river, like the flow of the river, is what turns the wheels, which powers the machines. And this is the part of this that I really kind of like, is that, so we've got these floodgates here, so we can turn the floodgates on and it will hold the water, but obviously as it's an active water source, it will just fill this section up, so it'll get deeper and deeper, and eventually, once it's flowed down a bit more, it will start to spill over, because it's like this water's not going anywhere. So like this dries up on this side here, you see. So whenever there's a drought, which there's like big weather things, this means that they can still use these water pumps to pump the water to fill up the water barrels, because they obviously all still need water to drink.
Yeah.
but it means that because as soon as there's a drought, the water stops from the source, so nothing else flows down here. So as soon as nothing's flowing down, this dries up. They've got no water source, and that could be for a few days. So you want to try and retain all the water within the sort of like the growing areas as well. So you see this is starting to flood over here now because it's there you go. So as soon as we do that, we can just turn the water back on, and you can do that for a bit of a boost of power as well because all the water rushes through and charges everything up. That's what I was looking for. Grist mill.
Grist mill.
So turns your wheat into flour, and then there'll be some bakery or something somewhere, I guess, where you can turn it into bread loaves.
Aren't beavers herbivores?
What do you think bread is? Meat?
No, but they only eat like... I mean, they eat wood, don't they? But
Yeah, they also don't build houses, mate, if I'm honest.
it's not very realistic, this game, Dad.
I think you might be digging a bit too deep into this.
It would be good if there was like... What's the beaver's natural predator that's not man, obviously?
I don't know. I mean, in the woods...
I suppose anything, really, wouldn't it?
Crocodiles? I don't know.
Yeah, we'll say crocodiles. If there's like a gang of crocodiles, that, you know, like on Power World, when you'll just get a random gang attack.
Yeah.
That's what they need.
What, just someone attacking the colony?
Yeah, because I don't know if you know this, Dan, but a beaver's teeth has iron in it.
Right.
That's how they can shoot through wood and stuff. So you imagine if like you had a big old gang coming in, and then the beavers just started biting the fuck out of them.
Yeah. Again,
that'd be great gameplay.
This is supposed to be far more relaxing than.
I'm never more relaxed than when I'm biting someone.
But it's funny you say that there's iron in it though, because there's a bot factory that you can make, like a Westworld beaver bots.
Assembles autonomous beavers.
Yeah, so you can. Maybe it's to try and give all your other beavers a bit of time to relax and not have to work, because the beaver bots can go off and do it without needing water or whatever.
Then they can retire.
I guess.
And then you can start building condos instead of houses.
Yeah, retirement villages.
Yeah.
But one of the things that you can do with some of them, but not with others. So, like with this tribe, you can't do this. You could build water towers. So you could have a water tower that's here, say, and it would distribute water to the area that it's in, which means that you could grow further and further away from the river.
Yeah.
But with these guys, I don't believe you can do that, because you've got to stick close enough to the water source for everything to grow around it, because nothing will grow in the desolate part.
How many different ones are there then? So you got these ones, the more advanced ones.
Yeah, that's it. So it's just two.
There's just the two.
Yeah, I mean, again, maybe they'll introduce a race of super beavers or something. I mean, I say that, I'm pretty sure that these beavers breeders, as you might call them. But then the advanced ones, they like clone them. They're like grown in vats.
That's scary.
What, beaver clones?
Yeah, that if beavers are getting that advanced, I'm fine with this village, but
I mean, again, they're not preparing for war. They're just sorting themselves out. It's all right.
That we know of. How do you know that they say that's contaminated water? That could be blood.
Oh my god, you might be right. This is the blood of all their fallen enemies.
Exactly.
Oh no. Beaver warfare.
There's so much lore to this. I think
Call of Duty Beevops.
Beevops. Nor of Duty.
That's actually the best pun you've ever made.
I don't know about ever, but
that's really good. Nor of Duty, you fucking idiot. That's you there, basking in your glory.
That would be me. Drowning. I think beavers would, in the 90s, because Ninja Turtles got so popular, and then we had spin-off ones where people tried to give biker mice from Mars and
beaver mice from Mars.
Beaver mice from Mars and street sharks and stuff. Beavers would have been a cool one. I'm
surprised it's not like when they made G-Force.
Yeah, there's hamsters.
Yeah, well, gerbils, guinea pigs. Sorry.
No, it's completely different. But yeah.
Well, that's what the G stood for.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Idiot. But yeah, I'm surprised I never did anything with because I know we had what was that cartoon? Angry Beavers. But that was it.
Oh yeah, Angry Beavers. I forgot about that.
Good cartoon. That was Norbert and the other one.
Norbert and the other one.
The other one always reminded me of Jeff Daniels.
What from?
Dumb and Dumber.
What but from Dumb and Dumber or just Jeff Daniels?
No, just
general?
Jeff Daniels in general. Just like the
Why?
way he looked, and his like the like demeanor of him and stuff. Just remind me of Jeff Daniels.
I don't know how Jeff Daniels would feel about that.
I'd be, if somebody said that to me, I'd be like, thanks.
What, that you reminded of a beaver?
Not a real beaver, a cool beaver.
Right.
Anyway, what's that you've just put down? What are these circles?
So that's just marking something for destruction. So we can just remove it. So like the blueberries just grow in the wild, but it's kind of in the way. So what I want to do is have an additional source of power just in case the old river goes down.
The irony.
Ooh.
Something being in the beaver's way.
So this is an aquatic farmhouse. So we're growing things underwater here. So because they'll obviously, as they're beavers, they're very, very good swimmers. So they'll just plop into the water and they'll do a bit of farming. So again, it's sort of maximising your space because you can't just have fields forever. So you can just put them all in the river instead. Bang.
They got
Sorted.
3 eyelids, haven't they?
Are you just Wikipediaing
I did
beaver
look
facts?
At some, I am not now, but I did earlier.
Well, I only found out the other week that cats have got 3 eyelids as well. They've got
cats have.
Yeah, but maybe it's the same thing. I'm assuming it's like one's like a film that goes across their eyes so they can swim underwater without.
Yeah, it's basically goggles.
Yeah.
So they can see underwater because I think it said like you can breathe for 15 minutes as well underwater.
I know when you're just reading information off Wikipedia. I know when you are.
I literally said that.
Unbelievable.
What? I said that.
So, so you can make like extra towns and stuff like that. So one of the things that I've not done on this one yet. So like you see, like when you click onto a building, you see these green paths. So the limit of this district, which is what like the towns themselves are called, is like marked up until the red area, and then at that point it's just like that's too far away from town basically to do anything. Right. So you need to build a separate district, and you can like migrate a bunch of beavers over there, but then you need to set up like trade routes because if you were to set up a district over here, say, obviously there's no clean water over here, they wouldn't be able to grow anything, so all the food would need to be shipped in. So you'd have beavers on transporting duty. So say with this metal grid thing here, I mean it's still kind of close to a river, which is fine, but so these ones here, that's way too far away, so you'd need to build a town here, and then that would be close enough for the beavers to get to harvest the metal, so they could take all the metal back to District 1, say, and then
build vehicles.
Like, I'll be honest, mate, this is the size of the map, so I think a vehicle might be a bit stupid, don't you?
Not really. Like, look how big a beaver is. Like, to walk all the way that, it's going to take him ages.
Well, you can demolish stuff as well, so you could like blow up a whole thing in there. Like, so you could blow up this section here and like force the water down into it. And I did make this. This is ages ago, but I made like a huge, like walled-in area and then filled that with water, because what you can do is with these batteries, a gravity battery, the higher it's built, the more energy it stores in it. So I built like these massive walls and then put that on the top of it, and then like the gravity battery like goes all the way down to the floor and it retains a bunch of power. Because like the walls and stuff on here they're not super high. So you can build like these huge structures and like store water and stuff. Well, honestly, if you have a look online and see like some of the actual mad constructions that people have done, it's kind of crazy.
It's crazy because I've never heard of this game.
But this is the thing, I just kind of stumbled across it, and I was just like, oh, I like these sort of city builder things. But then this one was it was beaver themed, and I just couldn't quite believe it. I was just like, why beavers?
I've been waiting for a beaver game for years.
I just couldn't believe it. Believe it. Something.
I don't think you can make a pun out of it.
No, I don't think so. No, I was pushing my luck there.
It's already too close to the word beaver. I'm
but
surprised they managed it with like is it believer?
Oh
the
yeah,
Justin Bieber thing.
yeah. But I mean, no, it's not quite that bad yet. I'm assuming there's one of these beavers called Justin somewhere.
Justin somewhere.
Yeah. So let's build a couple of little warehouses. To be fair, because I need to. And that's the thing. All of these are stackable as well. So you can just again because you haven't got a huge amount. In essence, yeah. Like I don't know what the build limit is, but it's pretty fucking high. It's just that you need
automatically put stairs in.
No. So these scaffolds here, like these platforms. So you could have those snake up, so they're like huge scaffolds that go up and up and up, and like they'll just run up the stairs to get to them.
Yeah.
So because, like I said, with the stairs here, you can just build the stairs on the. You can build them on. I think if you remove the.
More like an infestation when they were all running.
Yeah, that was it. I mean, it's because I've sped it up. But you see, like, now that I move the path, you can add the stairs onto the platform.
Yeah.
So you could do that, and then do that, and do that, and do that, and just keep on going up and up and up. So let's add some more platforms, and put the path on there. Because then we can use that extra storage space. But we've got, so over here, this is actual beaver statistics. So 45 adults, 2 kids. And we've got 43 people working and 2 people unemployed. So we need to find jobs.
Is there an unemployment office?
Yeah, they're on the dole. There'll be some sort of beaver dole joke, I'm sure, that I'm too tired to try and figure out.
We're on the roll.
On the roll?
Because that thing's rolling.
That's ridiculous. I wish I hadn't bothered. That was terrible.
Nor of duty.
Yeah, you can't just keep going back to that as if you just. Right, there we go. Let's cut some of these trees down. Make a bit of space because we've only got 2 logs. That's not enough. Not for our beaver activities.
It's weird they've done all this without any tools.
Well, they are the tools, aren't they?
Yeah, but it's like using a hammer for everything.
Yeah, I mean they're smart beavers, you know. They've even given them a little.
He ain't. He's been trapped in there for ages.
No, he hasn't. That's
Yeah, I
enough.
mean,
They go into.
He literally got out as I said it.
Yeah, they just go in there to just relax a little bit. But we probably do need to make a way to that to get the metal. So let's mark this path out.
Do beavers use other materials in real life?
No, I think it's mainly just twigs and logs.
Yes, it's just wooden.
Yeah, I mean it's mad that they like that thing. They're not enormous, obviously, but this thing, you can cut an entire tree down. But it's fucking crazy.
We need tools to do it.
Well, I mean, you can punch it if you want to, Minecraft style, but I think your hand would give out a lot quicker than the tree would.
Break before the tree does.
Yeah. I mean, I've cut down a tree, like me and Rick did it, didn't we, when we went camping? And that was a dead tree. So not even a living one that's like fighting back almost. And it was only 3 or 4 inches thick maybe. And that took a good fucking half an hour, 40 minutes chopping away at that. We weren't using like proper tools or anything, but...
No, so I used a chainsaw and that still took a good few, like, to do it properly obviously, so it doesn't destroy my house.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Like, still takes some effort.
Yeah, it absolutely does, yeah.
So imagine just doing it with your teeth.
Yeah,
well, we couldn't obviously, but for these little bastards.
Yeah. So,
because I think even a big beaver is still only the size of like a large cat.
No, they're bigger than that. I was at a museum the other day, and there was a beaver not corpse, like it was on display, like a criminal beaver. I mean,
like a model one.
Yeah, no, I mean, bloody, what do you call it? Like a taxidermied beaver.
Yeah, but it's not a dead one, is it? It's just that's what I mean, like a model. They've had it made.
Well, no, it's a actual beaver. Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, it's a skinned beaver.
I just assumed they made one.
Mate, no, you just get a dead beaver and just stuff it, don't you?
Anyway, how big was it?
Pretty big, like bigger than you'd expect it to be.
Bigger than
a dog,
like a Maine Coon, or
yeah, maybe a bit bigger, yeah, a bit smaller.
Bigger than a Maine. I was going to say, fucking hell, that's huge.
Yeah, no, smaller, yeah.
Smaller than Jasper was.
Yeah.
but bigger than Roscoe.
Yeah, very much so. Right.
That's a lot bigger than I thought then.
I think it's like, because I saw there's a bloody emperor penguin there as well. Like, that took me off guard as to how
big. Yeah.
Like, that really took me off guard. I was like, fuck me, I didn't. You always see them like from a distance or like from a helicopter or whatever. They look just like these tiny little things, but it's bigger than most fucking like, sort of children.
Yeah, they're quite big, but like, bear in mind when you see them, it's just in the snow. There's nothing there for comparison.
That's a good point.
So, like, polar bear doesn't look that big when you're watching David Attenborough.
Oh, there's one of them as well. Like that, I was just like, oh, okay, that's why you don't fuck with these things. Good lord.
Real big. I was trying to explain to Logan yesterday, because he's doing the Jungle Book at school. And they read the book, but they watched the cartoon as well. And I was saying, like, in the new one, King Louis a Gigantopithecus. They don't exist anymore. I was trying to explain to him how big they was. And just show him. He was like, wow! That's massive!
It's like the biggest ape that ever existed, isn't it?
Yeah. But it only went extinct because it was a herbivore. And basically...
And what, it couldn't eat enough?
Yeah, well, it ate all the stuff it could eat. And then it didn't... They never relocated to a more habitable area. And then the Ice Age happened. So.
Laziness.
Basically, yeah.
Bloody hell.
So scientists say. We don't know.
I mean, it could all be lies, yeah. You know,
Yeah.
scientists, you know what they're like.
Makes sense, though. And then, obviously, as they've evolved, like, apes will eat meat and whatever now.
Well, I don't want to burst your bubble a bit here, but I don't want to talk about apes. I want to talk about beavers.
I want this exact game, but apes.
That would be great, actually.
Then we'd have tools and we'd have battles and everything.
Yeah, well, it'd be them trying to eat each other, wouldn't it?
Hey, just before we move away from this, have you watched Planet of the Apes yet?
Well, the new one?
Yeah.
No.
I remember you saying you were going to, but I couldn't remember when you were going to.
I do want to, but there's no bloody Planet of the Beavers, is there? I mean, there is, but it's usually in an adult film store.
It's a different kind of beaver.
Yeah, exactly. You don't want to be dealing with that. You don't want that in the town.
Beaches of beavers.
Beaver Beach.
It's just on a beach. They're just chilling.
Beach for
maxing and relaxing.
Put the fresh beef of Bel Air.
I thought you were just going to go in with the next line, but yeah, you still got it.
Oh, thank you.
So, what would happen if we didn't plant any more trees? Would they just die?
Yeah, I mean, you want your supply, because, I mean, technically you wouldn't need, you need the trees to build stuff, right?
Yeah.
So as long as you had a farmhouse and you had the water and you had food, you wouldn't technically need to build anything, because they'd just be surviving on the water and they'd be surviving on the food that you grow. But there's no bloody fun in that, quite frankly.
Does it snow?
No. But like I say, though, this is still very early access, so there's still the possibility that things like... Because, like, obviously drought season, as the announcement came up, drought season will be hitting in a day. So, you know, something like a winter season where it comes in and freezes all your crops, so you've got to make sure that you've got all your food prepared for the winter. Like, stuff like that, wouldn't surprise me if they started adding that in. Like, so it would just stop everything from growing in one big go.
Yeah, so that's what I mean, yeah. So, like, whilst there isn't any actual threats like eagles and shit, weather, that's a threat to everyone, Dan. Beavers and humans alike.
That's true. Lightning strikes, just taking out beavers
lightning
en
strikes,
masse.
yeah. Knocking out, like, setting fire to stuff and that. How are they going to put fire out?
Ooh, that's a really good point. Because, like, we've got water and we've got like, we need fire beef grade. Oh, damn it! All I can think is beaver puns, and they don't work.
Think of any, that's the problem.
Fire beef brigade, beef grade. Oh, that's not working. Think of a beaver.
Fire beaver aid.
Terrible.
It's what you said.
I know, and that's what I mean.
But, like, more audible. Instead of going fire beef.
Just
beaver aid.
just
fire be brave. Beavers be brave.
Is there now? I always forget about this. Like, so there's a lumberjack flag. So Yeah, I think the foresters just plant the trees, and I think you still need to have one of these little like drop-off point collection things. This lumberjack flag employs a lumberjack that cuts the trees. So you see that there's not anyone cutting all these trees down over here.
Yeah.
I think that could be because I haven't put down a flag for someone to actually get in there and do some bloody beavering. So once that's built, actually if we prioritise that, there you go, they'll start on that straight away. And then that'll take one of these unemployed beavers, give them a job, and then they should be able to just jump straight in and start cutting these trees down here, because we'll need some materials to build this new district. So we can have just like housing and stuff like that over here. I want to build the stairs down here to get to these trees. Yeah, but then we can start making our way over to get all this metal down over here. So it means I need extra food to be sent over. We got tons of food, to be fair, like absolutely tons of it. And
do you get different beavers from different parts of the world? Or are these all from the same place?
No,
like a French one.
They don't have accents. No, they're beavers.
Because
Sacre bleu! This tree fell at my friends.
This is Madame.
Oh, God's sake!
You wanted beaver puns?
I mean, jeez.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good. I'll give you that. It's really not bad. Right, okay, drought has started, so what we want to do, we want to shut up the floodgates now. So the power will stop, which is fair enough, but it means that we can retain the water into here so we can keep water flowing. And see it, like the water source up here is all dried up. So this is where the source comes from, and it flows down here. So it's still stored within this part. And there you see that it's dried up on the contaminated water as well. Yeah. So there is a device that you can install. So you can install it here, and it will turn this bad water into fresh water. And then, in essence, it would help make all of this stuff here growable.
Yes.
So what do we need to do in order to do that is the question.
Is there a way they can get trapped in the water? So like a way they had that little swimming bit?
Not that I've seen. No. It's not to say that they can't, it's just I've not tried to trap them. Because I kind of need them all doing their jobs, quite frankly.
No, I wasn't saying to do it, I was just trying to think of anything that gives it a little bit of threat.
No, again, it's not really a threatening game. You're not here to be threatened.
Again, they're also beavers, like they could swim for a long time and breathe underwater for like 50 minutes, whatever I said it was.
Yeah.
Suppose you could say they've got a lot of nautical experience.
God. I don't know if that's a water thing or because they gnaw on things.
Okay, well, I was just kind of merging the two.
Multiple levels, for sure. So here, this mechanical fluid pump. So it pumps up water or bad water on one side and discharges it on the other. Actually, no, that's just moving from one to another. Centrifuge. That's what we need. So I need, uranium or something for that? No idea. Heavy duty machinery. I don't know. I'm just looking at that symbol. That's like a hazardous.
That's what I mean. It doesn't specifically say what it is, does it?
No, but I still need 600 science points because these little shacks here, they generate this stuff here called science points. I love the fact that all of the UI, if you just hover over a thing, it'll tell you what it means. Like there's so many games where you just got like look at Farming Simulator. You've got to match up icons and just try and figure out what the hell they mean.
I still don't know what they mean.
Exactly, but here you go. What's that? Oh, it's a science point. Right, okay, cool. So, you see, like, we've got...
What I love about this the most is... beavers are cool, but...
Beavers are cool.
Like, until now, obviously you can see them all running out, but it just looks like Civilization or... Like, the UI and the graphics and everything makes it look like an older... sim game. Do you know what I mean?
Not really.
In a good way.
Ah, see, look, all the water's just dried up. Now everything's ready to die. Well, everything has a life cycle. So, in 7 days, if you don't get any water to it, it will die. These die in 24 hours. You know the answer to that. Come on.
No, in this.
Oh. I don't know. I mean, you can speed up time, which is typically what I do anyway. Just because it's like when you're trying to build things. Oh, it's done. Oh, okay. Well, there's that thing. What is it? Oh, that's bad water. Got it. So on that machine, wherever the hell it was. Where was it? Where was it? Callum.
It was on the water thing, wasn't it?
Yeah, there we are.
Yeah.
So 4 bad waters plus 0.1 of a log in 3/4 of an hour will create 1 normal water. That's the conversion. Oh god, I forgot to turn on the floodgates. Whoops. Literally everything is drowning. Whoops. Oh god. Oh dear. Oh no. Oh dear.
You balls that up, sunshine.
Yep. Whoops daisy. There we go. It's got rid of it now.
Poor beavers.
I know, yeah. They're just chilling at home and just flooded.
Just go with the flow.
Oh god, stop it.
You keep creating these opportunities.
I know, right? I'm just setting you up and you keep knocking them down. Trees. Yeah.
Hey, there you go. Now you're getting it. Right?
Alright, calm down. So, District 1, we got District 2. So, I think we need to migrate some of the population over here. So, let's take 7 or 8 adults. They can come over here. And we need to import some wood, I reckon, don't we? See, this export thing, like, this is all new to me, this is. Because typically it was just like you just set up a post, like a trade route, and someone would just run it over.
So would that just literally just be making the path?
So, I don't know, let's just send 5% of the logs over here, I guess. And then we need some houses for these guys. So, well, let's just make a little log storage, just so that we can... They've at least got somewhere for the logs to go.
Have they got a limit?
What, like a resource limit? Yeah.
Yeah.
But let's build some... let's build some houses for them, shall we? Otherwise, you know what beavers are like, they only fucking moan, don't they?
Let's get some internet in there as well for them.
Wi-Fi.
Yeah. So they can log in.
Oh. Oh god.
I love this game.
It's great, I love it. Oh, puns abounding.
So, will this work in a sense? So, when it's the trade route,
Yes.
I'm not setting myself up for another put it. This is an actual question. If they need something from either districts,
Yeah.
cool. Will they just go? So, if there's not enough at the big one, they'll come to this other one.
I'm assuming that if you can either set up a surplus, so it's like, okay, well, you always need to have X amount here, but like, see, they're bringing resources in. So like, we're setting up with this distribution thing. You can set up the amounts of things that are being taken from one to the other. So,
Yeah.
let's say import always. So we need food, to be fair. So they got a bunch of berries. So let's export 25% of the berries. Oh no, not export. Import. Ah, right. Okay, so we're. Wait a minute.
Segwa.
I'm kind of. I'm a bit confused here.
Don't ask me that.
No, I'm actually a bit fucking confused. Because, like I say, this distribution thing, this wasn't here before. But if you select this district, you see all your resources update to.
Yeah, it's showing it on there.
Okay, but it's saying I've got 30, 26. Is this setting up automatically then? Maybe it's just going, right, okay, we'll just take all the basic resources over. So they've got stuff to eat and whatever. cut these trees down, because we can use this down here as field space. And to be fair, if we also build some like a platform that kind of like goes up and then up again, we can get to these berry bushes, and then they've got their own supply of food. Yeah. See, like, they're bringing resources in, but I definitely haven't set up any trade routes. They're just doing it. I might have fucked this up. I don't know, but they seem to be getting what they need, I guess. Yeah. Either way, water is another thing that we do need, because they need that, otherwise they'll die.
They definitely need water.
Yeah, very fickle beavers. Don't give them water and they'll die.
Outrageous.
I know. So, why aren't they going down? Oh, because I haven't made a bloody lumberjack. So we need logs for that. So hopefully that should be enough to get them down there to go and cut some of these trees down. There you go. Go on, lad. Shamra Beaver. He's homeless.
21 years old?
Yeah, and homeless. They are just like us.
Gonna get there soon.
Well, actually, how many... So we've got no unemployed beavers over here, and we've got one over here. See, that's the thing, because there's so little grass area. Like, you've really got to capitalise on like the green parts, which is why like I don't mind like having like all the houses and all the storage and all that kind of stuff away from the green, so all the green can just be used for trees and it can be used for farms and growing shit. So I want to get these trees out of the way, so I can potentially grow fields here and then trees up here maybe. Or, to be fair, what you probably could do, because this is sort of like bowl shaped, you could probably pump water from here into here.
Do you have to build anything?
Ooh, that's not a bad little idea, actually.
Oh no, yeah, it is completely hollow, isn't it?
Yeah, because then that would just fill up like two levels. Okay, well, how do I do that? So there's... Right, so that's just drinking water.
Pumps and filters large amounts of water.
Yeah, but I need... So, like, there's these like the power shafts here, like, where you can just sort of, like, you can connect them up, and as long as there's one of these connected to a building, it will power it.
Yeah.
What I could do with it is something similar, but for water, like a tube. Like a pipe to carry the water from one place to another. But string gauge, mechanical fluid pump. Do you see what I mean? There's nothing to like carry the water over distances.
No.
Unless I can.
Requires access.
Which is fine.
Maximum depth for. Oh, maximum. Sorry, I thought you said minimum.
Yeah, but because otherwise it's just going to just dump it into nowhere. There must be something I'm missing. Some sort of... Maybe it is a landscaping thing. Maybe we've got like dig a channel.
You can't break the ground.
You can. You've got to blow it up though. I might have to look into this because I think that would be a good idea. Because then all they need is a pump, just pumping water here, fill that whole section up, and then all of this around here would be green. And I don't know if they could even do it manually. Maybe they can. Like if there's like a drop-off point.
would assume, if anything, it would be in the water.
Yeah, I agree. Well, I'm going to have a look into that, I think, because then I can expand out a little bit further. But I'd say that in terms of, because like I said, it's just only kind of like a start-ish kind of game. It's only a couple of hours into this, but I'm getting on there quite well.
Yeah.
But Callum, this is Timberland. What's it called?
You forgot what it was called.
Timberborn.
Timberborn.
Yeah. What do you think?
I don't hate it.
Pretty good, right?
I like it more because it's Beavers, and I've managed to get a couple of good jokes out of it. But I don't hate it, but this seems. I would put this in the same way I like Fallout Shelter.
Okay, explain.
I see it as something where I can pick it up on play it on my phone, get engrossed for a little bit, and then never touch it again for a long time, and then get into it again, and then rinse and repeat. I don't think I'd sit and play it on my PC, mainly because it's not my sort of thing. But it's a sort of thing I can see where you get up first thing in the morning, open it up on your phone, set them to do your tasks, leave it for hours, come back, do some more. That's how I would like to play it if I was going to.
I mean, this seems like the sort of thing that would be good to do while pooing. Like you could just log in, do a bit more, tweak a few things. Yeah.
And if not your phone, Switch.
Yeah, I think that would be alright.
I'd settle for that.
I think the mouse and keyboard thing, it's kind of needed for stuff like this with your clicking in bits and pieces.
It is, but again, it's like touchscreen, like it'd be really good on your phone.
Yeah.
Dan's got a Galaxy Fold. We'll not just say Dan's
phone
special.
is better, right?
But obviously, with the fold-out screen, you've got a small tablet, and it's As I say, small. It's still like nearly 8 inches, isn't it? But it's this sort of thing. I think would be really well suited to phone, especially Samsung's, where you can use a stylus as a mouse replacement.
I think it would just be, everything would be a little bit tiny. So as long as you had a decent enough size screen to zoom in and out and shake it all about, so to speak.
They got Stardew working really well.
Well, that's because it's one of the most popular and well-rated games of all time. But
that could be this.
If you haven't heard of this, Callum, no one else has.
I'll be completely honest. When you unveiled it and it was just on the title screen, I ain't got a Scooby one. This one. Even now, I'm still unsure.
It's Beavers.
But it's not bad. I'm going to concede a defeat and say that you have convinced me, but only in the fact that I don't dislike it. I mean, I'm not going to download it. I'm not going to play it, but it's all right. I can see why you like it.
Yeah, I think that's as much as I could possibly hope for, quite frankly. Yeah. That it's you can go. I don't hate it. No, it's not. To be fair, I don't know how this would. Yeah, I don't think it would work. Like if there was a competitive element to it, if it was like two tribes trying to kill each other or whatever.
Yeah.
That would make sense, but as far as I'm aware, that is not the situation here.
Because it's not like you're controlling the beavers either. Like in a sense of like, what was we did another one where it was kind of like a tactical simulation game, but you could take control of the people as well as pointing and clicking to tell them where to go.
What do you mean?
So it was kind of like I don't know if it was an RTS, but I'm going to say it's an RTS.
Well, you usually say that, and you're usually wrong, so go for it.
And it's a war one.
Call to Arms.
Yeah. But like you can play it all as just go click, double click, but you could also take control of a character and shoot first person.
Yes, yeah.
If you could do something similar to this,
the beaver command.
No, right. I just mean like you take control of the beaver and go and do the tasks.
Oh, like mini games or whatever.
Yeah, so like then you could probably incorporate some multiplayer stuff, but for this it would just be two people go and do this. Go and do that.
Can you go for the first tree said, oh no, we've run out of water. Oh, we're all going to die.
But no, it's alright. It's okay.
Good, I'm glad you like it. Because like I say, it's like, so when you've got games like RimWorld and stuff like that, which are kind of, they're city builders and they're civilization builders, but there's a huge amount of variable that you can't predict. And he goes, oh, well, here comes a plague and all your crops have died. And you're like, okay, well, I wasn't prepared for that, and now everyone's going to starve to death. This is the same kind of thing, but there's no imminent danger, just lurking around every corner. Sometimes, Callum, I need that. I don't want to be stressed out.
You especially need that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to come home and just have to have a big old stress out.
This is probably my second favourite Beaver game.
Well, what's the first?
Beavers be damned.
What the hell's that?
Go and check out podcastversusplayer.com. You can see me and Zoe play the early access to it that you also had, and you didn't do it in time. But,
oh, really? Oh.
Yeah, it's like a multiplayer game where you've got to steal. You're a beaver and you have to steal wood from a store. And you have to navigate through these puzzle things. It's really good. It was a fun game.
Nice. Yeah,
it was really good. I really enjoyed it. But I say we got sent early access things for it.
No way.
But let me just Google when did it come out. 2018, Dan.
Wow, bloody hell. Then, yeah.
Good old while ago. But yeah, it was fun. I really liked it.
Yeah.
Because you have to work together. So you'll have like a big log, and you have to both get one end, pick it up, and carry it through fire and blades and everything else. It's very fun. I think we should probably.
Sounds like a bit of like it's like a bit more like a party game rather than.
Yeah. It's not like this where you just go, I fancy playing that, and then you just play it.
Yeah.
It's would have to play it together. You've got to have two people.
Right.
Yeah, it's fun. So that's still my first favourite Beaver game. This is a second.
We'll have to try and find an additional game about beavers or starring beavers to get your definitive beaver game list.
Yeah, we need at least the top 5.
I'm sure that there's definitely more than 5 games about beavers.
There definitely is, but not ones we could put on the chat.
Oh no, definitely not. Right, Callum. Well, thank you very much for joining. I'm glad that we've convinced you once again. There's other games that we've done in this particular series. Where can people go and see those?
You can go to podcastversusplayer.com. It is all going along the bottom of the screen, as well as the YouTube links and everything else. Dan?
Yes?
I've had an awesome time.
Oh, God, please.